Let me tell you a little depth of truth that may freak you out if you really get it. Things that I haven't seemingly experienced in my life as Dan Alexander, as in this lifetime, when I look them up, I remember them completely in their entirety. And the more I pay attention to them, the more I think about them. If I want to, I can meditate on them and put my finger in front of my nose and concentrate on my finger for a few seconds, then close my eyes and think that everything is perfectly still, no vibration is moving, no sound pattern is moving, no light pattern is moving, no wave of any sort is moving, and here's just me. Now I ask about that thing, and I go right there. And I can see the entirety of it in a blink. A blink. And the more I want to concentrate on it, the more I can actually develop the exact stuff. And it's just letters and numbers in my head and signs and symbols and just knowing. And I can do that with everything of history, everything of comic, everything of the person who wrote it when I look at it, deeper than they can remember it, because it's what God itself or creation itself was saying through them, and that was the best interpretation they had of their thought. So I don't want to go through correcting people's thoughts, but I want to tell you what people meant when they did things. Like everything that people did wrong, they did right in a way, thinking they were doing it either to the level of their intelligence or to the level of their knowing of other people, up to the point of maybe they have gotten so frustrated and so angry that they have turned. And that's when people have stayed around longer than when they are sort of like a negative bacteria in the body. Once they have turned from having a hope of some sort to being like, screw it all. I've been there, and I know how that feels, and I can explain right there in that little thing. If you hear it, you can see how I emotionally feel the true impact of sensation. I know how you can go from being someone who worked you so hard to do something and then say, I don't care at all. It can all just burn. It can all just go away. All of it, including me, including everything, including the world. I've done that so many times. I cannot put it into enough words, no matter how many billions or zillions or gagillions of ideas I put down in recordings. It doesn't matter. No one will ever want to truly understand it. But I hope that it helps everybody learn to move forward with life as it can be. There's no should be, but I in my personal and spiritual and emotional and experiential mind believe it should be a better world than this, without any problem of understanding how. And now the answers are looking right at us, and they're right inside our mind. And if you can understand what I mean when I say that I can go into anything and remember it to its entirety, and then if I look it up in detail, I know it all. Like I can watch somebody talk for a little bit, feel what they're saying, and remember some of their life from the day. It's weird stuff, no matter where they're at, no matter what. If I hear their name and it's a car accident on the news, and I think of the place, I can remember the accident, and it doesn't matter. Because I can't help everybody with everything, and I can't help anybody with anything if they're continuing to not pay attention to what they're doing. That's the biggest issue. People are going all over the place in search for something. Going to work, going to their boyfriends, going to their girlfriends, going to somewhere, going to the party, and that's fine. But are they conscious the whole time they're going? And the conscious the whole time they're planning, and the conscious the whole time they're whatever. And most of them would say, yeah, but they're not, or else they wouldn't be in accidents. They wouldn't get in trouble. They wouldn't harm themselves. They wouldn't die of diseases. This is something I'm pointing out, and people can hear, but they're not conscious all the time. And being conscious of your diet will help you to do that first, because it's your intake of life, and it's giving information. Then you start seeing the information you're watching and putting in your head, and you put those two minds together. We say our stomach mind, our heart mind, our mind. Of course, they're combinations. And now I'm trying to put this in easier words to understand so that you can really know that what you put in you is your system that's playing out something. So if you're going to eat a dead animal, it's going to show you that, and you're going to crave watching things like that. So now you're still watching it thinking, I would not want to not watch this. And even if you do, after you start feeling peaceful, it's not going to disturb you as much, because then you take more time to sit and calm yourself and basically let your life waves, your mind waves. Settle down your nerve waves. Settle down each individual cell wave. Settle down each individual wave. Settle down into this piece of calm, knowing that the last moment isn't this moment, and the next moment isn't this moment. This moment is. And it's not this moment is this moment, because this moment stops by the time you say it. This moment just is, and it keeps going. It's this, and you stay there. And you can tap into that. Now, I went a little deeper than I wanted to, so I'm going to stop there. I love you guys. Peace.